to eat and then we come back.
Okay, let's go.
Hi guys!
Hi. This guy is too friendly. Such a pretty garden, huh? So today we are in Swakopmund, which is one of the most beautiful cities here in Namibia. We are actually on the west coast of the country, just by the Atlantic, and we're only about 100 or 200 meters away from the water. And where we are staying right now is actually a very beautiful family-run lodge and backpackers hostel.
And I couldn't believe it, it's 25 years old and we got ourselves a private room here. They also have dorms and ample space. If you are coming here with your vehicle, you can just camp here.
Yeah, so we see a bunch of guys parked in their really cool overland vehicles that they're using to drive around Namibia. Right now outside in the yard, and they have this really cool camping site right here. There's like grass, there's a little wooden bench for a picnic, and everything's really beautiful about this place. So we'll show you more of the room, but first we'll just step out because our plan is to actually explore Swakopmund today.
Even gave us a map which will help us explore Swakopmund today.
Yeah, this was actually made by Betsy, who runs the place.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they actually hand out these kind of old school maps. So we're gonna use this to walk around and explore the city now. And the weather is also really nice.
It's so cold here.
Yeah.
Windhoek was so hot and sunny.
So we're gonna walk down towards the Atlantic beach, and we're gonna stop by to see all of the things that are on the way.
So this city is actually quite small. We are here, which is very close to the city center, and right down this road is the water.
And everything that we want to see is pretty much within a radius of 1 or 2 kilometers. So
We should
could
be able
even
to
walk
walk
it.
around everywhere within maybe 2 hours. Let's go.
Don't let strangers inside. Bye, Shish. That right there is the beach to the Atlantic Ocean, and we are just staying right here. Super close. Let's go. You're having too much fun with the pictures, aren't you?
Of course, like every corner is picturesque. You can get like thousands of photos here.
Is that a turkey or something else? Not sure what it is.
I personally have never been to Europe. Only Navneet has been. But this exactly feels like how Germany would look.
Yeah, all of these houses, they are probably from a very long time ago, or even if they're not, their design is such that they look like they're from the early 1900s or so. So walking around in Swakopmund is like actually taking a little break from Africa and traveling to, Europe, which looks exactly as it does there. So
You might feel that this would be like so developed, it looks fancy, but actually it looks really cute, pretty and colorful. There are no skyscrapers here. Every building is like 1 or maximum 2 floors tall.
and it looks really nice. The colors are really beautiful, but more than anything else, I think it's the weather that's making this experience in Swakopmund very different.
Yeah.
Like at this point, we are in summer, Namibian summer, where temperatures even in Windhoek were far above 30, like into the late 30s, and it was really, really hot and so sunny too. Like so much that we've been burning our hands off wherever we're not covered in clothing.
But here it's so cold and it's so pleasant, and it's still unbelievable that just half an hour from here you will be in the dunes of Namib Desert.
Yeah, the temperature here is probably around 16 or 17 right now, and there's like a very strong wind flowing in from the Atlantic, which is super cold.
Yeah, because of the wind, it actually feels like it's in single-digit degrees.
Yeah, it's very, very strong, the wind. That's why at least I am wearing my jacket already.
But I want to enjoy the cold weather, so I'm not wearing a sweater. Maybe I'll wear it later.
Yeah, and in the town center, you'll find so many different pubs, cafes, restaurants. But I think the most common food here seems to be pizza for some reason.
That clearly means that we'll be having pizza for dinner.
Didn't quite sign up for this, but okay. So,
But one thing I observed is most of the shops or businesses here open only till maybe evening 4 o'clock, and all the restaurants and eating joints open up from 4 o'clock till late in the night.
So what we have understood is that it's quite safe to move around here in Swakopmund. There's a lot of security and it's like a lot of tourists are here. We
Yeah.
don't really see as many tribal folks here as we have seen in the other cities, and we see a lot more people of probably European descent on the
Can we
streets.
walk on this road?
Yeah, this road actually looks so beautiful. I think this
Every road looks beautiful.
I think this must be the main street of the city because it's the widest one we've seen so far, and then all of these buildings are really marked quite important. I think these are all banks. So yeah, and right behind there is the water again.
So on this side, if you see, you have the water, and exactly on this side, if you see it in the far, you will see brown mountains. That means the desert should be starting there.
Yeah, actually those aren't even mountains; those are dunes.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Almost every other building looks like this. So cool.
Well, I'm gonna do round thingy. Navneet is just googling to learn more about Swakopmund.
Apparently, there's only 75,000 people here in this city.
But it's
really
yeah. And the city is so small. There are just 4 roads, vertical and horizontal. I feel that's what I see on the map.
It looks like a Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get off the highway into the city, it's only about 1.5 to 2 kilometers all the way from that point until the water. So it's really small and not too wide either. And everything is centered around the Swakop River, which is how this city got the name Swakopmund. At this point where we're walking, this has all of these old buildings from the colonial era when Germany had set this up as a part of their empire. And this is where a lot of their offices, residences, etc. were located. So many of these buildings are even today so colorful and retained in the same way they were before.
Just because we say colorful doesn't mean that it's all bright and shiny. But these colors are like so like earthy colors, and each window is like painted with the boundaries in green
very
or
aesthetically
yellow.
pleasing.
Yeah.
But I also want to say one thing about the weather. You see, it's so grey and cloudy. I mean, this has been like this all day until around 11 or 12 in the afternoon.
For a brief period of maybe 2 hours, the sun was out.
Yeah.
But then again, it's back to this weather.
So all
Look
of
at
these.
this.
Yeah.
And Swakopmund is not flat, it's up and down, it's really hilly.
Yeah.
But even when you're climbing up, you don't feel tired because of the weather. And it's fun.
We see a lot of people at the beach, but funnily enough, like it's so hard to it's so hard to wrap this around in our head because it's Africa, there's a desert, there's a beach, and people are wearing jackets and
sweaters.
standing. So it's so confusing to our mind, but it's also just so unique and enjoyable. In other news, Shish is actually wearing shoes to the beach.
It's so cold!
Look at that, look at that. You're supposed to wear sandals.
No, it's cold.
She
I bet
never
once you put your feet in the water, you will freeze.
She never likes to touch cold water with her feet. I don't know why.
I just don't like the mud sticking to it and then me having to wait for it to dry, wipe it off.
I don't know if there's two kind of people, one who don't care and ones who do. So if you're one of the latter ones who doesn't like cold water on the feet, let us know below.
Like me! Oh, look what we found! A big cactus tree.
Look at that. I don't know if you can notice this, but the fog is already starting to set in around that area. And while this is actually a tar road, look at it going into the sand. sandy toes. And
Warm feet. Look at that, all foggy. You see the sand, it's so different. You have patches of black, patches of red. I think it's because of those rocks there. Some are red in color, some are black. And that is the jetty. I think we'll go there now. The sun has finally come out. And you see my hands, it's all become pink because it's so cold and I can hardly move my lips. It's too cold.
these waves are super huge. Look at that.
Do you think we can jump in there?
Huh?
Do you think we can jump in?
Huh?
Should I try?
Yeah, go for it. We've nearly made it to the end of the jetty, and there's actually a restaurant here. We saw a lot of people taking food parcels out of here, but I think this is mostly seafood, so we might not really get anything other than chips. Or
You can see the sand dunes from here. Look at that. Navneet wants to tell something about the jetty. It's really old and it's free. You come like around 200 meters into the water and
get a
the view
nice
of the
view.
sunset is beautiful.
Yeah, we're still about an hour or so away from sunset, but
Yeah.
the colors are really starting to come out. And there's a lot of birds here.
Yeah.
You see some seagulls, some, I don't know what these other ones are, but they look really cool.
And because of that, we also see a lot of bird poop around.
Yeah, especially on these railings.
Be careful when you lean on the railings though.
Oh, that one. That's a bird. What do you do?
I wore my sweater.
Okay,
It's so cold.
let's go there.
We just got pizza. But they've already divided the pizza between both of us. Now I don't get my extra piece. I can't keep Navneet.
They saw through your scam shit.
The dog is staring right at us.
Hello, friendly doggy.
Now we are back and as promised, this is where we are staying. I'll show you our room very soon.
Ooh, so cold. And now so warm.
Wow, so warm.
This is the room we're staying in. And look, it has a giraffe.
And this is our cozy room for the next 4 nights here. Look at this big bed with an awesome mattress. They've even given this quilt because it's so cold. I really liked how they've given attention to details like the giraffe on the keychain, these African themed paintings of giraffe and the folk tribal people of Africa on the wall. Then I really like the cabinet. It's so old fashioned and and they've even kept a plant there. As soon as you look at it, you get this old 1980s vibe. And even the color scheme of the room, it's all grey and white. It's very vibrant. And they've also put mats on the floor to keep it warm, which automatically makes the room cozier. And this mattress, oh my god, it's so soft and comfortable. Oh, they even have a safe.
So now that we're back into the room and it's really cold outside, we're gonna get some sleep. It's really nice to be in the cozy room with such a thick blanket. And it's so funny that we're saying this here in Africa in the peak of summer. But yeah, that's Swakopmund, everybody. It's just how it is here. It's super windy, super cold. And apparently every day is like this. So I couldn't have asked for a better room.
Yeah.
And this is also like such a big upgrade for us from all of the couch surfing, the hitchhiking, and all of the budget stays that we have had. So this is...
It is high time
yeah.
we treated ourselves.
So thank you guys again for coming with us and exploring Swakopmund. I know it was a very interesting walking around day. And
We walked 9,000 steps today.
yeah, so that's a lot of walking. And we'll see you again in the next video. We're not quite sure what we'll do tomorrow, but somebody was telling us there's a rock formation not too far away.
Yep.
So maybe we'll see you there. Bye. What to do? Sometimes I have to stand here and take her clip like that. It's one of those few times Shish has stood very close to a dog.